Welcome to Jimmy Bowen and Friends. Each week's episode features Jimmy Bowen and a special guest like Terry McBride, John Barry, and more. Today's guest is Darin and Brooke Aldridge.
Ahead, trouble on the tracks, hand on the throttle, foot off the brake, driving wide open, how much more can she take? Gas is going up, so is the rent. Out of money, honey, even for a spin. Working 2 jobs, barely bringing home the bread. Doing everything to keep the family fed. We are running this engine on the red line. We are running on the red line. Gotta keep up the faith and keep a shovel in the cold. Feeling the heat, pressure building up. Gotta keep going, gotta push in and shove it. Downsized outsource, push to the limit. Can't take another promise, can't take another minute. And we're running this engine off the red line. Running this engine on the red line. We are running this engine on the red line. Gotta keep up the faith and keep a shovel in the cold. Take me back to where we can grow our own, where we have enough to keep the fire going.
Well, thank you. Well, welcome to the show. We've got some real special guests with us tonight. They have the sweetest sound. Their music is absolutely beautiful and awesome at the same time. They're great writers, and you're going to see them. You're going to love them. Darin and Brooke Aldridge are here with us tonight. We're so looking forward to that and going to have a lot of fun. You guys hang with us, and we'll be right back after these messages.
There's more Jimmy Bowen and Friends coming up right after this.
Award-winning Americana bluegrass red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy has shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Highway, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com. Award-winning Americana bluegrass red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy has shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Highway, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Welcome back. Thank you so much. We've got some special guests here on the show tonight. This couple I've known for years, and we actually traveled a little bit together back years ago with different bands, but we were around each other a lot.
That's
in
right.
in the bluegrass world. And if you would make welcome Mr. Darin and Brooke Aldridge. You guys are awesome. You're doing real well, and glad to have you here. And you got to tell the audience, because it's always kind of a secret, right? You're married.
Yeah,
You live together.
that's no secret.
And you travel together.
We do.
How's that working out?
Oh, it's awesome. We wouldn't have it any other way. I think we'd be lost without the other one.
I say yes, ma'am, a lot, Jimmy.
And I say, get over here now, a lot. No, it's great. We have such a mutual respect for each other. Darin's been in the business for such a long time, and I really take a lot of advice from him because he knows what he's doing, and I'm just usually following along, making sure that I'm doing the right thing. So the music business can be tricky, but I feel like he knows a lot about it. So.
And I like to say I'm just backing her up all the time. So there you go.
Well, speaking about, you guys have won multiple awards. You've done really well winning the awards from the IBMA and other associations. So with such a kind of a short career, it's kind of like you guys have done a lot just in a short
We've been
amount of-
blessed, that's for sure. haven't we,
Yeah.
Ray?
It's crazy to think of all the things that we've gotten to do, all the opportunities that we've had, and just all the connections and people that we've met along the way. And most of those people are all friends, so that's a wonderful thing. And that's really what it's all about, is making people happy through your music. And we love getting recognized for the awards and other things that we get to do, but it's really about the heart of the music and making somebody feel good and kind of taking their mind off of things for a while.
We were told a long time ago to set goals, when we started, and try to reach those and then set new ones, and also keep the bar high as you can and go for that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, this next song is from your new album, right?
It is,
From your new
yeah.
album. And you both co-wrote it. You wrote it together, didn't you? So tell us a little about how the song came about, Wildflower Too. How did that come about?
Well, this was a song that was inspired. We had been to Texas around Easter time, and this song was inspired by the bluebonnets blooming down there. Texas has some beautiful flowers, and so we were down there that time of year. Came home, and I told Darin, I said, I'd really love to write a song kind of like Dolly Parton had about her Wildflower song, and something maybe that Emmylou Harris and Dolly Parton and Linda Ronstadt would have recorded back in their day when they were doing the trio albums. So this song was inspired kind of to go in that direction, and I think it turned out exactly how we wanted it to, and we wrote it with a great friend, Mr. Bill White.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be great. You guys make welcome Mr. Darin and Brooke Aldridge.
Thank you.
Wildflowers are not planted. They grow wild and then they bloom high in the mountains and down in a meadow. Guess that makes me a wildflower too. Grew up in Carolina, but love to follow the wind and go wherever it blows me again and again and again. Wildflowers, love it out in the country. Guess that makes me a wildflower too. Might be a daisy, 'cause I'm not rooted. Might be a bonded, God-colored blue. I'm always looking for the sunshine. Guess that makes me a wildflower too. Grew up in Carolina, but love to follow the wind and go wherever it blows me again and again and again. Wildflowers, love it out in the country. Guess that makes me a wildflower too.
go away. Jimmy Bowen and Friends will be right back.
Award-winning Americana bluegrass red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy has shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Highway, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com. Award-winning Americana bluegrass red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy has shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Highway, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Guys, that was awesome.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
What'd you think? What'd you think? Man, that is the purest, sweetest sound. It's really cool.
Well, thank you very much.
No, I like that. That's I like it.
That's what we were going for. So
Blowing in the wind, wasn't it? Man, this wildflower blowing
It made
in
me
the
want to do
wind.
a table dance. Anyway, so tell us about something. You got a new album coming out, Talk of the Town. Now this is your 10th one together, right?
it is. It just released earlier this year, so we're really excited that it's finally here and everybody's talking about it because it's talk of the town, right?
How long has it been out now?
It came out in April. So
April.
yeah.
How's it? Is it doing real well for you?
Yeah, it's done really great. We just found out that a few months ago that we made the Bluegrass album chart on Billboard. So that was our first time number one. Yeah. And now it's made it twice, so it's pretty crazy to think.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Congratulations on that.
Thank
well,
you.
Well, with the first album, with this album, has the music changed?
Yeah, somewhat. You know, you always want to grow as artists, and Brooke and I have been married now over 15 years. So we've we started singing and recording before we were married. So like you said, this is our 10th album, and you know, we wanted to progress as artists this whole time, and I think we've done that. We started out doing, you know, gospel as our first single and first album, and we've been including gospel music in everything we've done, but we progressed and doing more country and Americana and blending that with bluegrass. And a lot of folks said, anything you do it Darin and Brooke style, and that's what you always want as an artist.
Well, tell us how it feels. Tell us how it feels to be invited back to the grandest stage of all, the Grand Ole Opry. Does it ever get old?
It never does. We've been there close to 60 times now.
Really?
And every time seems like the first time. And
So what are you guys looking forward in the future with everything you're sharing? Where are you guys headed now?
just to continue to grow, of course, like everybody as artists that gets to play the Opry, we'd love to be members one day. And just to do that for our industry, you know, bluegrass music, and I think the Opry needs more Bluegrass Opry members. Mm-hmm. You know, there's not been a ton down through the years. And we walked that line of doing a little bit of country, gospel, and bluegrass, so it'd be great. That's, of course, a dream of ours, isn't it, Brooke?
Absolutely.
But just keep making fans and people happy with their music. We've had so many folks come up to you and tell you what an inspiration a song was, or it helped them get through a hard time, or a death, or just finding that certain someone they loved, and they found that also a blessing in one of our songs. And that's just the greatest reward you could ever get as an artist.
Well, this next song that you're going to do, Price I Pay, went number one in a very short period of time, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Just a couple weeks after it was out, and we had a great guest on there, Mr. John Jorgensen, who Darin had the opportunity to tour with, and still does from time to time. Somebody that he's admired for a long time in the business, and so this is an Old Desert Rose Band song, and I loved Emmylou Harris's version that she did with them many, many years ago. So we decided to kind of recut it, and Chris Hillman wrote the song, so it was just perfect that this song kind of came about in our generation of music. He was glad to see it come back around.
Well, I know it's going to be great. Make welcome Darin and Brooke.
tell me I'm the talk of the town. I've been staying home alone every night. It's nobody's business where I'm bound, as if to be alone, it just ain't right.
On an old freight train moving down the line, I'm counting each and every minute that you're away. I've never been the stay-at-home kind, but for you it's just the price that I pay. It's just the price to pay for loving you, the price to pay for needing you so much, the price to pay for needing you, and putting all this time between us. These hard times ain't hard to forget. Now I believe in love at first sight. I put my heart and soul on the line, and know your love is with me every day. Your picture's always there on my mind, but for you it's just the price that I pay. It's just the price to pay for loving you, the price to pay for needing you so much, the price to pay for needing you, and putting all this time between us. For loving you, the price to pay for needing you so much, the price to pay for needing you, and putting all this time between us.
We'll be back with more Jimmy Bowen and Friends in just a moment.
Award-winning Americana bluegrass red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy has shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Highway, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com. Award-winning Americana bluegrass red dirt country artist Jimmy Bowen has been creating music and entertaining for over 4 decades. Jimmy has shared the stage with music greats like William Lee Golden, Linda Davis, Jimmy Fortune, Rhonda Vincent, and more. Jimmy's latest single, Highway, is available through all streaming platforms and digital outlets. For updates on music, upcoming tour dates, and merchandise, head on over to jimmybowen.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
What'd you think of Darin and Brooke? I told you they had the sweetest sound around. Telling you what. Love having them. Love having them. They got a lot of great success ahead of them. Guys, we're going to end the show tonight with a kind of a little ballad thing, and hope that you enjoy it. We appreciate you guys hanging with us and sticking with us, and everybody out there watching us out there in the cyber world and that kind of thing. We appreciate you so much. We're going to say good night to you, and we'll catch you on the next show.
Round and round, driving through the streets of this little Kansas town. Streets that go nowhere, but it's solid ground. My brother came home from California just to spend a few days on our parents' Kansas farm. said, I just want to drive around in circles. We all looked at him like he was nuts, and he said, this is no joke, man, I am serious. So we all jumped in the car and headed into town that consists of 7 stores and one honky-tonk bar. We drove round and round, driving through the streets of this little Kansas town. Streets that go nowhere but it's solid ground. He was grinning from ear to ear like a Cheshire cat. We wondered if he spends too much time in the sun, or maybe he inhales too much smog when he runs. 'Cause after one full hour of driving round and round, he said, could we keep driving in circles? So we just went round and round, driving through the streets of this little Kansas town. Streets that go nowhere but it's solid ground. He was grinning from ear to ear like a Cheshire cat. He said, listen boys, now I haven't gone mad. I just need to know that places like this still exist, 'cause the next time I'm stuck in some LA traffic,